I arrived in Goodyear in the fall of 1977. And I got to tell you, I was a guy from Minnesota. I was really surprised that the Phoenix area had farmland. I thought, it was all desert. And some of these farmers actually wore a couple of different hats. Some were farmers, but they were also real estate developers. There was a farming family from Tolleson. This will give you a sense how rural this was at the time. Louis Espiel, they were sheep people. And he would drive his sheep, drive, physically move them on roads from Tolleson to Flagstaff for the summer, and they'd do that in the spring, and then drive them back in the fall. And I can remember times where you'd go up 99th Avenue and you'd be, up ahead of you would be a huge herd of sheep that they were moving up to Flagstaff. And there has been, and I think you still can see it, there's like a trail along I-17 on the west side of I-17 that was used by the sheep going to Flagstaff.
Well, I have a bit of a joke there. I point out that when we started, we thought we were land speculators, and then the 1987 downturn came and everything stopped, and we discovered that we were land investors. And then when the good times came again and things still didn't develop on our land, we decided we were stewards of the land. And to some extent, we actually carried out that function by being involved in virtually every citizens committee that the city planners and finance people wanted to or created.
Huge transformation, obviously from rural to urban, and it's just stunning the amount of growth that has occurred recently. It was very, very difficult for decades to get anybody to come out and locate west of the river with a major industrial project. And that's all changed, obviously, in the last couple of years, within the last 5 years.
I would say Canyon Trails, not just because of the fact that we managed to bring in developers and they put in a lot of nice homes and now multifamily projects, but we introduced a unique feature, which is many miles of green belts that are non-vehicular transportation corridors. Initially, they served as the regional drainage system, but they were also developed as green belts. And in order that kids and the residents could travel without having to go across busy arterials, these green belts actually duck under both Van Buren and Yuma. And on these trails, a pedestrian or person on a bike can travel literally the entire width and breadth of Canyon Trails, never have to run into some serious traffic, and get to every school and every shopping center and virtually all the different subdivisions. So that was a really major feature that we were able to introduce there. And the other thing that we're proud of is the fact that it turned out the way that I talked about, where back in 1977, the goal of each of the cities was to make sure we ended up with a really attractive community, and that's certainly been the stated goal of all the city councils that we've been involved with over the years.